The water changed color the day they dug the trench. It went from clear to a cloudy brown, thick, strange, heavy. They said it was runoff. Just soil, maybe a little clay. But the elders knew better. They warned us years ago, don't disturb the spring near the stone circle. We didn't listen. And now I think something ancient has woken up. Welcome back to Eco Nightmares, where we unveil the true horror stories of nature. Tonight, we bring you a nightmare that isn't just a story. It's real. My name is Mateo. I work with a small development company that builds housing near rural communities. A few months ago, we started a project just outside a Mi'kmaq reserve in Nova Scotia. The land was quiet. Peaceful. Too peaceful. I remember our guide, an elder named Madeline, told us gently, that place holds memory. The spring near the stones is not for taking. It gives life, but only to those who treat it with respect. We nodded politely, said thank you, and moved on. We weren't planning to touch the spring. But the engineers decided otherwise. They rerouted part of the water system through the sacred spring. Just for better drainage, they said. The day the machines broke ground, birds scattered. Frogs disappeared. Even the wind stopped. We joked about it, called it spooky. But then the workers started getting sick. First it was minor, headaches, dizziness. Then skin rashes, swelling. One guy collapsed after drinking from his bottle. The water had come straight from the site. We sent samples to the lab. It came back inconclusive. Something was in it, something they couldn't explain. Still, we didn't stop. The money was too good. Then the animals started showing up. Dead. Fish with translucent eyes. Birds with missing feathers. Even a deer, perfectly intact, just lying at the edge of the site like it had fallen asleep and never woken up. It didn't look natural. It looked symbolic. Like a message. That night, I had a dream. The spring was glowing under moonlight, pulsing like a heartbeat. A woman in white stood beside it, eyes black, hair soaked. She whispered, "You took what was not yours." I woke up gasping, lungs full of water. My bed was drenched. But my window was shut. No leak. No rain. I went back to Madeline the next day. I told her everything. She said, "You've broken the pact." The spring was sacred for a reason. It was a source of healing. Now you've poisoned it. And it's responding. I asked her how to stop it. She said, "Return the water. Repair what you broke. And listen this time." We shut down the project. The company called it a pause. But the site is still abandoned. The last time I visited, the trench had filled back up. Naturally. The spring was flowing again, but differently. The water looked clear, but I swear it whispered when I leaned close. It said a name. My name. This experience completely changed my life. It shaped my perception on how I see the environment. It made me respect Indigenous traditional knowledge. Now, I work with local communities, not just to build, but to learn. To ask first. To protect what cannot be replaced. Because some water gives life. And some remembers what you did. To effectively protect our environment and achieve sustainable development, we must integrate traditional knowledge with scientific understanding. Together, they offer a more holistic and impactful approach to solving today's environmental challenges and achieve sustainability in developmental projects. If this story made you think, like, share, and subscribe to Eco Nightmares. Stay safe. Stay aware. And I'll see you in the next nightmare.